If you're in the leadership position, one of the first things that you truly need to understand is the difference between a manager and a leader. A lot of people take that position and assume I'm a manager now, these people work for me, they need to do what I say because I'm the boss. And while technically on paper that might be true, having that mindset is going to lead you to one failure after another. Essentially, a manager is someone who tries to control the output of everyone under them. They try to tell them, hey, this is what you have to do, this is how you have to do it, this is when I want it done by, this is the format, etc. Essentially, you need to do exactly what I want, and if you don't do it how I want it, then we're going to have a problem. In summary, it's just an issue of giving up control. A leader, on the other hand, sets the expectations for their team. You need to hit this deadline, we need to see these numbers, it has to be this quality. Now, what do you need from me in order to support you to get to that? That's the difference, essentially. The leader supports their team's success, whereas the manager tries to drag their team. If you're in that managerial role, yes, technically you're the boss of people. Yes, technically they have to listen to you if they want to keep their jobs. But that's not a mindset you want to be in. Let's say, for example, you have a team, they need to produce whatever your product is, and you have someone who's just not meeting your standards. You can have that conversation with them and tell them, like, hey, I'm your boss, you need to listen to me, you need to do it this way. And a lot of people think, I have the power, that person works for me, they need to do what I say or else they're going to lose their job. But at the end of the day, if they don't do what you say, you can take their job away from them. That's fine, you can fire them. But practically speaking, odds are all of your competitors are hiring, and they, having the experience, can probably go find another job without much of an issue. Whereas you, on the other hand, have now lost a member of your team, and at the end of the day, you weren't able to get your team to produce. So, as much as you think that, hey, this is how I maintain order by trying to control people, it's not. Because if you get in that mindset and you stay in that mindset where you're just cycling through people and shit's never getting done, you're not a leader. You're just a manager who's grasping at straws, trying to stay in their position, and odds are you're not going to be in that position for very long. A leader, on the other hand, again, sets the standards, sets the expectations, and then inspires and supports their team to achieve what is needed of them. So they have that conversation of, do you have any questions about what is expected of you? Great, now what can I do to help get you there? By giving them that freedom, that ability to produce and execute in their own style as long as they're meeting the standards, giving them that level of autonomy where you can operate as you see fit, that is what people enjoy. That is what people want in their career. They want to develop themselves. They don't want to take orders. So by offering them that support and keeping the mindset of, now that I'm the leader of a team, I work for them, I support them to be successful, not the other way around, that is how you produce. At the end of the day, when you're looking at a manager versus a leader, a manager might go through 15 employees and just barely squeak by, meeting the bare minimum, and completely blame their team, whereas a leader might lose 2 or 3 people because it wasn't a good fit, and their team overproduces and is actually happy with what they're doing in their workplace. At the end of the day, when it comes down to execution, the leader is going to beat the manager every day of the week. So you need to decide, are you going to be a manager who's trying to control everything your team does, or are you going to be a leader who's going to inspire your team to perform at their A game?